Rabotai, today we're learning about the love of Hashem. Ahava l'Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Ahava l'Hakadosh Baruch Hu en midat tova hemena. Says over here, the player brings it down. He says, there's no greater attribute that you could have in your life than loving Hashem. If you have that within, then everything else is a piece of cake. I'll prove it, right? You're going out now, right? Right? Now, you're getting engaged soon. Give me an example. You're getting engaged soon, right? So, right now, the person is engagement. He's so in love with his future wife. At this point, he loves her so much that he does things for her that is beyond comprehension. Like, what are you doing? 2 o'clock in the morning. I remember when I was going out. When I was engaged. And you remember also, I'm sure when you were engaged, and Mike also, anytime she wanted anything, whatever time it was in the night, morning, night, sure, she's in the mood for a milkshake, Where are you? No problem. The guy's wild. He orders from, on the phone, I'll get it. Comes a whole package, a whole this, milkshake. How'd you do that? Because you were so infatuated with love that it overtook all your emotions and you're able to do something to somebody else beyond your wildest dreams. True what I'm saying or no? You're able, when you love someone so much, any human being, you do things for that person beyond your capabilities, beyond what you can even imagine. I had a guy, a few doors down, a neighbor by mine, and he loved a certain house on my block. He loved this house. When I say love this house, every day he kept on asking me, how's the block? Great block. Oh, great block. How's the neighbor? Great neighbors. How's everything? There was one problem with the thing. One, it was a very small house. And 2, there was no parking. That was the 2 downgrades. No parking in the house, and there was very small. Now, he moved in on my block. The guy moved in on my block. And he took the house. Right now, it's one of the biggest houses on the block, and it has the best parking on the block. I looked at him and I said, what happened? I didn't understand. And everybody sold this house. Nobody wanted this house. They said no parking as it's too small. What did the guy do? He did something that he figured out a way where he could find parking, where he cut like a few feet from his garden. A few feet from his garden, he cut it down. He dug down. You ever see those parkings where it goes down a little bit? He dug down a little bit. He has parking in front of his house, 2 parking spots he's able to make. And the house, he was able to extend it in a way where nobody imagined. You have like a shared driveway in the middle? He took the house, and on the 2nd and 3rd floor, he made an extension where it overhangs to the whole part of his driveway, where he has maybe another, how many feet for the whole house? You see it, you can't even imagine. How do you even do that? Nobody wanted it. What? He had such a passion for it that he wanted to live there, that he figured out ways to make the house bigger than usual and to get the parking. Because when a person has a love for something, you go wild for it. You ever see a guy making a barbecue and he loves his steak? You have those guys, they're in love with their steak, And the guy could be the laziest guy you know. But when it comes to barbecuing, see the guy involved with the barbecue, this thing, picking him up, back and forth, and he's involved. I tell you, go get me a cup of water. The guy won't even move from the couch, on his phone, he can't move. Tell him I'm making a barbecue tonight, I'm getting the top steak. He loves steak so much that the guy's involved, he's able to work, he's able to sit there, he's able to this, he's able to that. Why? Because it overtakes his whole emotions. So therefore, nothing can block him. Why am I bringing you all this? Because the Peleo Ed says, by HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the greatest attribute is the love of God. When you love Hashem so much, you're able to do things for Hashem more than your capabilities were able to be even imagined. Say, what do you mean? I can't do that. Me? No, I can't. I can't learn 2 hours straight. I can't do it. When I was sitting down, hey, the guy has ADD, ADHD, You ever see in school, like the guy, they wanted to put the guy on Ritalin, they wanted to put the guy on pills, guy can't sit down. All of a sudden, the guy starts having a feeling of a love of Hashem and says, Hashem, what do you want me to do right now? I have 2 hours free. What do you want me to do? I have nothing to do. Learn Torah? Okay, I'm going to learn Torah. He loves Hashem so much that he's able to sit down. It's the guys who get addicted to Torah. Some people, they get to the level of learning. It takes time, by the way. To get addicted to learning, it takes time, but you get addicted to it. You're addicted to the Gemara, where a person, he's so addicted to it, where he loves it so much, where the 2 hours of sitting down in Gemara is a piece of cake. I went to Teddy this morning. I said, listen, you want to learn with me? I said, no problem. I asked Teddy. I told him, on one condition, we learn 6 hours straight, non-stop. You have to go to the bathroom, but no eating, no drinking, no phone, no this, no that. You want to learn today? I don't mind learning with you today. 6 hours straight, no break. You know what he said, Rabbi? You know I'm down. I said, wow. I said, what? How? You know what he tells me? He said, Rabbi, I got addicted to the Gemara. How did you get addicted to the Gemara? How do you get addicted to the Gemara? You know what he tells me? He tells me, look, I review whatever we learn. I review maybe 4 times over. I do it again, and I do it again, and I do it again, and I do it again. And I review it, and I know the Gemara. I know, he tells me, I know the whole Masechet Ta'anit. I can teach it to people. I know it so well that I can review it myself. I know Barakot. So you got addicted. When you get addicted, your emotions overtake you, and you do things past your capabilities. That's the same thing with the love of Hashem. Pelei Yoetz is telling you, right here, what's the biggest attribute? What is the biggest thing? But the biggest thing is, when you love Hashem, you just infatuated with love that you do things beyond your abilities. Think, how do you love Hashem? How do you love Hashem? Everybody loves Hashem, by the way. Everybody loves God. Everybody loves Hashem. Deep down, a person has an neshama. Deep down, a person, he has a soft spot. Sometimes you have the craziest guys off the derech. All of a sudden, the guy's sitting down and he's religious. What happened? One person hit his soft spot. You got to just hit that soft spot. And all of a sudden, the love of Hashem goes busting out of your whole body. You want to keep on doing and doing. What can I do for you, Hashem? What can I do for you, Hashem? Every morning you're thinking, what can I do for you, Hashem, this morning? Oh, you want me to do that? I'm excited. I want to do that. You want me to do that? I'm excited to do that. Why? Because he built in himself the love of Hashem. He built in himself the love of Hashem. And when you do that, it's the highest attribute that you can get. That's what it's teaching us.